right, welcome to the Cole and Dre podcast. I'm Cole.
And this is Dre. What up, world? We back in the building.
We back, and we got a special guest with us today. Let me see. This man got a resume, right? So, comedian, author, husband, father, professor, strip club extraordinaire. We'll get into that, right? Normally performs for churches, and in
that
a
was
Christian
in the bio?
audience. Huh?
That was in his bio?
No, that wasn't in the bio.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I actually did a little bit of homework today.
Okay.
I normally just kind of freestyle it like we normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch this, we be freestyling,
Yeah.
And of course, you've been around here for 30 minutes waiting on Dre, so you kind of know we're not the most organized podcast it is, But
I was on time, I thought.
Dre, they say you normally 10 to 15 late, though.
Yeah,
30.
but I was about 10 to 15 early because they said 8 o'clock, so I think I was on time.
Oh, you know what? You right, Dre. If we said 8, who said 8 o'clock, though?
You making me look unprofessional.
Okay, so let me introduce. I said all these great things and did not say Mr. Marcus Wiley. What's up, man?
What up with it?
What's
How
up,
you doing,
Playboy?
man?
I'm good. Cole and Dre.
Yeah,
man. Thank you. Appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Thank y'all for having me. I've been checking y'all boys out.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Before I get into some of these things, I was watching a clip of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to start, you were talking about going to the strip club when you was in D.C. working at BET.
Yeah.
And I didn't take it as a joke. I took it like I really love the way you said this, right? So let me tell y'all what he said. If y'all haven't seen the clip, go check it out, man. Basically, good man of God, family man, right? And he happened. Well, you wasn't married then, was you?
Yeah, I'm married.
Oh, you was married then?
Yeah, I've been married a long time. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope you ain't just telling the man. Now you got the man all up here talking about strip clubs and
It's
stuff, man.
public record now.
Okay.
It's public
He
record.
was he said.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you tell your own story then. Go ahead, tell us the story. That way you can tell it on our podcast too.
Well, now, I just was working at BET, and my coworkers always wanted to go eat every Tuesday at the strip club. So they would, eat at strip club
gotcha.
for lunch. So they would invite me. But, I was like, I ain't going, man. It ain't my scene, And so finally one day I just went because I would invite them places they would go. So I said I'm going to go. And when I got there, the wings was sensational. I don't know what type of sauce they put on it. Mamba sauce, hot sauce. I don't know what type of sauce, but the wings was fire. And then still, they got a little dancer for me to come, Yeah, and so I got some wings and a dance.
Hold on, you gotta tell the story the same way. I can't let you get.
Well, I'm not on stage right now.
No. But you was you on stage? I think you was on stage.
Yeah, I was on stage.
So what he said, Dre, and what I need the audience to know, he said that the girl came over and said, "You don't look like you don't look."
Oh,
like
you want the whole? Yeah. She
right?
said.
So she, because they can kind of tell.
Yeah.
So she thought she had a one.
Oh, she saw it?
Yeah, she thought she had a one. She's finna convert him to the strip club.
Okay.
So she saw him, like he looked a little out of place.
So I knew
he wasn't really, he didn't
Yeah.
look too comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So she saw him, and she cha-ching. She gonna dig in his pocket.
Wow. So that's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. My other
He used to
partner
know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just straight up.
Yeah.
You know what? I can say it because it's old news, right?
It's old.
For me, my question was always what it costs. What are we going through? I don't want to dance.
Yeah.
I don't want you to arouse me when all I know what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
So what's the cost? And if the cost is right, you can skip the dance and you can go dance with Drake.
Come on.
And
you know what I mean?
And you weren't going for no wings, huh?
Huh?
You weren't going for no wings, huh?
Oh, the food at Onyx was great back in the day.
Okay.
And Men's Club had good food.
Yeah.
But I went to the strip club for business purposes. Like literally, that's just where some dudes go to the golf club.
Yeah.
They golf clubs, play golf on the golf course. Some go to strip clubs. Some do it in their office. Wherever the money was at, I was trying to go find it.
For sure.
And he was in that financing businesses too.
I have definitely sent a few
tuitions.
I've definitely played some tuition.
Babysitter fees. Nails, hair.
What about you, Dre? You were no strip club connoisseur?
Not a big strip club guy, man. I had a bad experience at strip club, like a real bad experience. I think it was about 2000. I think it was. I think we was at Scores, if I'm not mistaken.
No wonder.
That's right. But my buddy, he played ball. Like you said, you got the homie, they want to go to the strip club. So we going there one evening or whatever. And so he, they giving out dances. He buying, he doing his thing. So I'm my boy. I'm riding with him. And the girl give me like a little dance, and she get on me and get off me, and I had a little wet spot on my jeans, and I really didn't And that did it for me. I was done. I was.
Was it like a red wet spot?
Nah, it's just the fact that she just left a wet spot on my clothes, and I was like, whoa.
I've seen that happen before.
No, see, that had happened, but that'd have been gross. That's
I
just
remember
gross.
she apologized.
That's gross.
She apologized to the homie about it, and he was kind of upset.
Now, I did see a girl with a little thing hanging out her G-string before, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the little string.
Yeah.
That's
now, I'm
true.
glad that didn't happen. Thank you, Lord. Oh, Jesus. That'd have been bad. But yeah, so I just never been a real fan of strip clubs, and I'm like you. I want to, man, I'm not trying to be aroused. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm grown. Do all that.
As a matter of fact, Dre is practicing celibacy right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think he's got almost 2 months in.
He almost 2 in?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is.
It just kind of happened, though.
So, hold on.
It just kind of happened.
So this not planned?
Thing?
No.
Is this a spiritual thing that you...
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Have you ever tried that before?
Yeah, back in the day. I mean, I've
Really?
been
While
married.
you've been married? You tried?
No, but I've been married 25 years, so we are celibate now.
Oh, man, let's get a clap for that.
That's good.
That's black love at its fine. My mama and my daddy been married 50 years, man.
Nice.
So, you know what I mean? I think I got issues. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to shake my demons.
So,
Trying to shake my demons.
so we
Hey, man, what?
you know what?
We all got to get there
Let me
one
get
day, you know what I'm
into
saying?
this
So,
interview, man.
path chosen is, is how we going to get there.
Our producers. So let me tell the audience real quick.
We got to talk about our producer, man.
Yeah, so we'll talk because what we've been deemed is very unprofessional, and I've realized we got almost a year. We're a week away from a year on our podcast,
Oh,
man.
congratulations.
And
Appreciate it.
I think we're still doing a podcast party next month. I'm working on it. But I had a great investment opportunity that kind of killed the party, right? So I don't know. But because we can't do our parties, especially if I let my wife do it, everything she does is just over the top. She don't know how to have birthday cake and balloons.
Now we're gonna have birthday cake and wings.
She don't know how to have birthday cake and wings. She don't know how to do that.
We're gonna go get them.
Oh,
Yeah. From Onyx.
He's talking about yeah.
right. We might be on to something.
Mr. 25 years.
So, like we working on this thing, man. We trying to get professional and get out the clips and do everything like.
But what's professional though?
Huh?
What's professional?
Maybe what our new producer say professional. You see it?
I don't know. We got LaFlower over here. She's trying to help us become more professional. And
But what I'm saying, but I don't know if it's terrible. I just think it's you.
Oh,
It's definitely
I
us.
agree with you.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's just
I agree with you.
I mean, we're just
because
us.
I see different podcasts, and I don't think it's no blueprint on how they go, but you all, the ones I saw, y'all joking, your personality, your phone on.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just all type. It's just real and raw.
We know that phone. It's part of the show now.
I know. I've been doing good about solacing the phone.
When the check, you haven't. When the check comes, we gotta cut the phone.
Okay, yeah. I guess when them checks start coming,
Yeah, they
it's
will be a
just-
little bit more. Gilly and them got 100 million.
That's what I said.
I
was
promise you, I
motivated.
turned the phone off for that. I mean, nobody, y'all not getting through. But so let's get into a couple of questions that I got for you, man.
go.
And Lonnie, our producer, even printed us questions out today. Y'all know we be freestyling this thing, right?
Yeah.
But
That's because we know everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you know people, it's easy, man.
It's
Like,
easy.
you know
we
what I'm
just
saying?
having a
Yeah,
conversation.
just have
Even
conversation.
when we don't know them, we just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
feel it.
your strip club experience to me is just kind of like a conversation. I thought that was so cool. The fact you've been married 25 years, man, that says a lot, especially being in show business.
For sure.
Because that means you spend a lot of the time on the road.
A lot.
So how is that on your marriage?
I think it helped mine. Some people, I guess when they always together, you get to argue and fight about everything.
Mm-hmm.
I get to miss my wife, she get to miss me. I come home, I ain't gone long. I'm normally gone on the weekends, come back, and we straight. We argue like everybody else. But now we done got older, and I can't afford to, be silent for a week now because I don't know how to cut on the oven, the thermostat. I gotta ask her a question, so we get over arguments quicker now. So I just think that it didn't help me. Being on the road kind of helped our marriage. Well, we ain't on top of each other all the time.
Right. Allow each other some space to miss each other.
For sure.
Hey, I need that. If I can just stay somewhere for a couple of days, then come back.
But do you think?
But you need to be working though, Dre.
Do you think you could actually?
I could be eating wings.
I think you'd probably be eating wings. Literally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
as long as ain't no feathers on them. I mean. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, this.
Y'all play
we
too
got to
much.
be clean.
No, you don't have to be clean.
No, but
See,
I'm gonna
that's,
work
y'all
on
play
it
too
because
much.
I've watched your audio. So let me get this straight, because I mean
that's the biggest misconception.
it
Get
is a
him.
misconception.
It is.
Because
Get
I
him.
think you are a true comedian.
Yeah.
And I did get an opportunity to see that you're a true
Funny
comedian.
is funny.
Even though, he's actually funny.
I've seen it before too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember. I think. Have you ever performed at the Breakfast Club?
Yes.
That's where I seen you at. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, that was
Yeah.
him, right?
Yeah.
That was him, right?
Yeah.
So, but no, I think it is a misconception
It
because
is.
you perform at the Improv and at the church.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Nothing. The money. The church's
I didn't
money
expect
is
you to say
the
that.
church's money is better for me than the improv money.
Okay.
The churches, listen, the church, let me tell you about the church. The church gonna fly you first class.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Church gonna have you getting picked up professional transportation service. Not some uncle with a
Not the producer picking you up.
not a producer, not his baby mama with the car seat in the back. None of that.
Had all of it out?
Yeah, all that. They gonna put you in 5-star hotel. Okay, 5-star. Club's gonna put you in an inn. All right, 5-star hotel. That's where your room is on the inside of the building. Okay, them clubs put you in inn. That's where your room on the outside of the building.
Yeah.
People just drive up to the door, flash the lights. You know, you just move the curtain. Okay, here I come.
As long as they on they open.
Yeah, and then they come kick your door in and get the money back. You know, that's why every time I stayed in the inn, I'm gone.
Yeah.
When I did promoted shows, I'm gone because I just felt like, they gonna try to come and get this money tonight.
I need this.
Yeah.
Has it ever happened before?
I never got caught. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it could have happened. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's the only difference. The money for me, in my lane, church pay way better than the club.
God got you.
Got me.
Man,
what's
it's
up,
so funny he just said what because a lot of people don't know about when you're in show business, man. When you get to these cities,
Yeah, them little towns.
it's always like we was in Edwards, Mississippi. I never forget it, man. It was a great time, though. It was a great time, but just
Edwards, Mississippi don't sound like a great time.
no, it was. Matter of fact,
I never even heard of Edwards,
It's
Mississippi.
Faye's birthday. I know
Just
Faye's
now.
got
It's
Faye's
just
got
now.
a thing tonight, right?
Yeah, if I just got
I was supposed to be there to roast it.
Me too.
Right. So we finna get over there, right? But so it's the craziest thing. We had a van though. So we go in the van and it's cool. For some reason they want to shoot basketball. So we shooting basketball and this is this little dirt road, country road, man.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously at this time, this is the height of Faye's career. So this Face, everybody here.
Yeah.
Why this man get mad and throw this ball in somebody's face, man? And I bring this up because, you did that face, but so it's like 200 little country dudes like that's, I'm calling them country, but they stay city, you know, like.
They local.
That was the whole town sound like.
But the show was packed.
Well, everybody.
The show was packed. I think it was Edwards, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, it wasn't Jackson. So long story short, man, I'm talking to the, the guys like, man, we're gonna get y'all some free tickets, this, that, and the other. Dude is he didn't mean it, but this one dude there that wasn't trying to hear none of this, you know what I mean? And it almost turned out to be a real bad situation.
Yeah.
And the reason I brought it up because I'm thinking about how we got escorted out of here,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like some horse carriages and shit over here. Like.
That's
And
on y'all though, because y'all should know, but I'm not going to play basketball.
No,
Edwards,
and the
Mississippi.
crazy part, we was like in a cul-de-sac where you couldn't. It was one way in, one way out. If you was gonna go this way, you had to go through the bushes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have never
So
been there.
it was a bad.
He
look.
must ain't watched Heat of the Night growing up.
He must did.
I'm sure Virgil ran that time.
Come on.
It was a bad look.
Come on.
So, but I've had people like, I ain't gonna even put the artist out there, man, because he was so angry.
Mm-hmm.
They sent one of the homies sent his baby mama to pick the dude up.
Oh man.
With the car seat, like you said,
man.
but not just with the car, with one car seat, the baby newborn in the other one.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff. On
Yeah. It's just different, for me. Like I say, I've been in the game now 20 years doing the comedy. And so even though I love doing the clubs, I like the intimacy of the clubs because, they smaller than the churches.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm at these churches, I'm performing for 2,000, 3,000, plus. You at them clubs, the max probably about 400. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So being on the big stage, you know, that's what the churches are. The churches is the big stage.
Right.
You know, so.
So like you saying like the smaller room, you feel like you feel the energy more versus.
Oh, no doubt. Now you're gonna feel the energy better. Right. I believe in the club.
Okay.
You know, and I love it. You know, but the money, I want to feel the money.
Do they send like a collection plate around, or they just pay you ahead of time? How
I wish. Well, they are. Now what they do though, checks are always good. Okay. You know, clubs give you a check with instructions. Hold that. It's a Thursday after 4. You know, they got all type of directives with they check. But the churches checks are always good. I think in 20 years I may have had 2 churches check the bounce, but they rectified the situation right quick. Okay. And then white churches, they pay you all your money ahead of time. Like they really believe in God.
I'm sure because Joe had money stashed in the walls he didn't know about. So you know what I'm saying? They got it.
I know.
They got it.
You know what's funny, man? This is not a joke what he said.
No, I believe 100%.
This is not a joke. No. Like, this is real.
They really believe in it.
Because I've seen people bounce checks. Yeah. Like, you know, to artists and different things. Yeah. So this is why so many artists want cash.
Yeah.
And you can't give them checks once they come there.
Right.
No, I want my back end in cash.
Yeah. So not either cash, but without the wire, or now you got all the, you know, your PayPal, your Cash
App, you got too many ways
to Zelle. So now you can get it. Soon as I land, now it's in my contract. When I land, you see I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot that bread.
Shoot that bread.
He a professional.
Shoot that bread.
He a professional.
But you know what? I had a promoter, because I heard you talking about a promoter on one of the shows. I can't remember. I think it was when Bun was on the show. But I had a promoter. This at the church. This was in Houston. I'm doing a show with John P. Key.
Okay.
So John P. Key don't even get off the bus until they run him that money. Then he get off the bus. So the dude was like, man, go and start the show. I was the host. I said, well, man, give me the rest of, my bread. And he was like, man, I got you, man. At the time, I think I was charging maybe $1,500, so he only owed me about $750. Long story short, I'm chasing him down. Just like I'm at a club, just at a church. I'm broke, get my money. He, man, hold on, man. People leaving, people packing up. So, I ain't that dude. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I ain't that dude, but I know them dudes.
Right.
Oh, they in the phone.
Right.
So I called my uncle. I say, hey, man, I'm over here off Kelly Street. Yada, yada, yada. Promoter owe me $750. My uncle said, I'm on my way. He pull up, just driving all on the church grass, everything. He pull up all the way to the door. He get out the car. He coming that way yet. I said, that's him over there. And so, man, my uncle went over there, and this all I was over here. All I saw my uncle doing was like,
You took the man down to church?
Man, that's what he doing. So, boy, he reached in there, got the bread. This was crazy. You got the bread.
Deacon Johnson should have paid the bread.
You see what I'm saying? No, he was a promoter.
Oh, okay.
But you got the bread, and you stalling me out.
Yeah.
So finally, he gave my uncle that money. My uncle came over there, gave me $500. I said, it was $750. He told me, boy, I got to make some money. That's why I came over here.
I had to come way over here.
Which I was cool. I say, bet.
You had to pay for security.
I had to pay for security. For sure.
That's funny.
So it happens, no matter what the venue.
That's funny. Man, let's take it back a little bit, man. Let's talk about growing up in the church, man. How did you get your start? Like, what I'm saying? What made you just say, okay, I'm God's child, but I'm finna,
So I'm a preacher's kid.
Okay.
Grandkid and great-grandkid.
All of them was preachers?
All of them, not only preachers, pastors. They had their own churches.
And you doing comedy. What?
Well, I like to tell people I broke the generational curse. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah, my son ain't got to worry about this here.
Let's go.
And so I just grew up in church, man, and but my dad was good. Like, I wasn't a typical preacher's kid where I couldn't do nothing. I still could go to the parties, play ball, at Willow Ridge, and it's okay to say that I know I'm on the north. Like,
you definitely on the north, but
Willow Ridge. When year you come out the Ridge?
9-1.
Now, was Spider came out in 90, huh?
Spider.
What's Spider name?
What's Spider?
Antoine.
Antoine.
Spider was fast nigga in Houston at the time. I can't think. Yeah, what's his name?
Michael Miller was.
No, that was Michael Miller.
He the fast.
Hey man, shout out to Michael Miller. You knocked me for a broad back then, man. I know your name was real, man. Hey, man, shout out to you, man. You knocked me for a broad way back when. Oh, man. I was devastated. Boy, you changed my life. I can't believe y'all said that name. Boy, I've been heartless ever since. Oh, man.
Calm down. Calm down.
Man, I forgot this dude. Hey, my shout out to you, man. Hey, boy, boy, it's a bunch of women upset with you. They didn't got drugged. Oh, shout out to you.
Damn, Mike.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man, for real, bro. I was devastated. Let me know. Hold on, man, because I'm having a moment now. I'm having a moment. Man, listen, the man knocked my broad down. They was, we ain't have all this Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So somebody showed me a picture, a whole Polaroid. They was hugged up. Oh, Lord. Jesus.
You was hurt?
Ooh.
He still hurt, look like it. Yeah.
I'm way over there.
Okay. Come on back then.
As a matter of fact, I ain't never been that hurt ever again in life, boy. I'm talking about, see, some things, some pain, it's just hard to go back through. If I seen something coming, your ass had to go right now. You gotta go. I ain't even finna wait on that. You gotta go. Anyway, this your interview. We ain't gonna.
Nah, you good.
Hey, shout out to you though, boy. I'm telling you, you got some girls drugs. Yeah, you got some drugs. You got some women drugs. God damn, I can't believe y'all. That's cool.
But the folk, like I say, I had the opportunity to do it all. So really wasn't no tripping. I can go out Saturday night, but I had to get up Sunday morning. That was just how I roll at my house. And so, because a lot of preachers' kids be a little messed up.
Yeah.
And that's because, a lot of them didn't really know how to be a church celebrity. Because that's what you are when you're a preacher's kid.
All the lights on you.
All the lights on you, you know what I'm saying? So, and preacher's kids always feel like we have to do more to be cool. So if you smoke weed, then they say, Mark, you gonna smoke it? Oh, man. Oh, he a preacher's kid. Well, now I got to do crack just to, just to show, what I'm saying? Just to show like, oh, no, I'm down with y'all. Man, but I didn't do it. But I'm saying that's what other preacher's kids.
I gotta go do crack.
Yeah, they always trying to compete.
You got to up one another.
Up one, yeah. So
I got to shoot up, do you know?
Yeah. So it was cool.
Oh, man.
It was
That
cool.
is
Being a
hilarious.
preacher's kid, man. I knew a few girls that was preacher kids, and I don't know, but that's tough.
I know a bunch of girls that are preacher kids.
I got a kid by one. That's crazy. Like,
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really?
My first kid's by a preacher girl.
Really? Yeah. How did she end up with you? She was not following
Did you
her
meet at
dad's
church?
teachings.
Did I meet her at church?
I know she wasn't following her daddy teachers if she ended up with you.
She had me not following the daddy teachers. Don't put it on me. She's supposed to know him better. My daddy wasn't no pastor. That was her fault.
Hey, we got our producer over there. Our producer have turned out a few preachers' kids. Just thought I'd throw you in there. Like, hey, you tough, boy. Yeah, he over there.
Like my man said, they can't handle the lights.
Can't handle the lights.
I had the worst experience. I ain't gonna say the worst. Tell me, what was your craziest experience in church? Because I'm going to tell y'all mine.
I had a good one, too.
Hold on. Before y'all say, I'm going to tell y'all mine. So, shout out to you, JL. You know who you are, crazy girl. So, at the time, I'm kind of, going back and forth on the road here and there with Ghetto Boys or Big Mike or, whoever was in the camp at the time, right? So, she said, where you been? I said, man, I just got back. She said, no, you didn't. You got back Friday. I said, no, I just got back. She said, boy, you been back since Friday. You was at the club. That's why I've been calling you. I'm like, we ain't gonna do that in church, man. Now, listen, we ain't gonna don't do this in church. Why this girl haul off and slap me in church?
Ooh.
Ah! Ooh. Me and her fighting in church. Now I'm grabbing her because I'm like, I can't believe she slapped me. I'm really mad. Like, come here, man. What's wrong with you? So then she done spit in my face. Now you know that was the ultimate. So now, you know what I'm saying, I'm a little real lame.
Oh, she really wanted to fight.
So she then got loose and started knocking the old ladies down. I can't make this up. My mama tell you this truth, man. So now the deacon then came and grabbed me. I didn't grab him and throwed him on the ground. I'm running after her and I done fell down. I'm real pissed off now. Because now I'm really, but my mama say, that was just so terrible. I'm so embarrassed. How you get slapped in church?
And spit on.
Oh, man,
By
I'm
a girl.
kill this girl.
My girl.
Yeah. I knew we weren't going to make it then. I knew right then we wasn't going to make it.
Did you need a better sign?
Huh?
Did you need a better sign? That was enough.
But, of course, me being young and stupid,
You went back.
I went right on back.
Come on.
Yeah. But go ahead, tell us about one of your craziest church experiences.
Man, I have so many.
Well, tell us.
I ain't never got spit on, nor I've never even had a fight. So
I don't think you're not supposed to fight in church.
no, I'm saying I ain't had a fight. Period.
Oh, that's
Ever
good.
in life.
That's good.
Yeah, in life.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
good.
You didn't grow up with Dre. Go ahead.
What you mean, Dre? What about you?
But I think the craziest thing was when this deacon at my dad's church was stealing money.
Mm.
And
I get caught. I got to know that part.
so everybody was talking about it. And this probably when I got to college. I was at TSU at the time. And they was like, watch Deacon such and such. I won't put a name out there.
Yeah.
Watch Deacon such and such. And so
Everybody know what you're talking about, though.
so what he'll do, like, back then they had an offering basket, take it to the back, and they, count the money. And he would take a napkin and cover like the couple of the 20s. Mm-hmm. And then he would... And then put that thing in his. And I watched him. I said, "Wow, this boy's stealing at the church." So my daddy was like, "I'm finna shoot this." My dad, because the spirit that left him now. He out of there now, because this dude, he's stealing the Lord's money.
He's Reverend Outlaw now.
Yeah,
Reverend Outlaw.
Yeah. So that was probably like the craziest thing, And then they had to kick him out, kick him from in the back. But then he was so embarrassed that he went home.
You better be embarrassed.
He left.
Deacon sticking fingers.
Sticking fingers.
Sticking fingers.
Yeah. I saw with my own eyes. I was like, dang, that's
I
crazy.
done heard of Deacon dick him down, but I ain't heard of Deacon sticking fingers.
Boy, that's cold, man.
What you say? You had what?
This was when I was a kid, man. I went to Galilee Baptist Church, and when they built Galilee, had a bunch of rocks around it. Mm-hmm. And I thought I could, I was a baseball player back then, so I wanted to chunk rocks. So, so when my mom was in the choir, so, when the choir started singing, when the pastor started preaching, I put my finger up, slid up out that thing. So I'm outside just chunking rocks all the time. I could usually hear when the dude get back in the area, I can come back in there. And I kind of missed, and I broke a car window. Ooh. I kept that to the grave, though. This is my first time telling this story.
I was just going to say, how you get caught?
I didn't get caught. Went right back in church. Yeah. And they announced it like, if anybody know how. Talking about, a window was a lot back then. Yeah. Because I was in the hood, so, and I can't remember who car was. I want to say it was some lady, man, but I destroyed it.
Was you trying to hit the lady car?
No, I was just chunking the rocks, throwing them over the, trying to throw them far, because they was building back. They had the parking lot on the side right here. And when they first, it wasn't big as it was now. As it is now. So it was like some construction going on way back then. Yeah. But it was my last rock. I heard the thing, and I was like, because at this time I can hear that little thing, you hear a little. I'm like, I'm late. So I've been back here. My mama get up out this choir. You know what I'm saying? And I can hear it. And somebody shouted the whole windshield, the front windshield too. It just, ooh. Yeah, it was bad. And they was like, was anybody that we had like last week such got window got broke.
So you wouldn't even come for?
I bet not. I'm just coming for them now. That was my secret.
How old are you, Dre?
Man, I want to say I had to be 7 or 8 because I think I started playing baseball at 8. So
you didn't let this thing go 35 years.
Why? Why would I tell? We stopped going to that church.
It's okay. I got one more church story. Shout out to my partner Laterrell Green over at I think he's a Georgia announcer. He played basketball for Georgia.
Okay.
He say he used to play the drums in the church.
I always wanted to play the drum in church too.
He say he played the drums in the church. Man. He say he be. He say, the preacher. He say him and the preacher get together. He say when he go into his rendition, he say, the preacher is really going and going. He said he just beating the drum. He said, I used to make them old ladies' ass fall out of there. I said, the preacher be telling me to calm down. I said, I got the spirit. He say they ass falling out.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I can't make it, because I heard that little,
the music.
They rev it up. They rev it up.
Hey, LG, you wrong for that, man. I can't believe you did that, man.
But that used to be the best part of church, though. Like, my church ain't like that now. I go to Higher Dimension now, so it's not like that.
Oh, you go to the D?
Yeah, I go to the D.
Yeah, I used to go there.
Love
Shout out to Pastor J.
I love Pastor J. Pastor J really get me.
Man, he cold.
Yeah,
super cold.
Yeah,
we went to school together.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Mm-hmm. He went to Willow Ridge?
Yeah, he went to the Ridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I'm in there. But, that was like for me and my brother, man, with to see, like, because every week the same lady shouted. Like, we knew exactly what was going to make him shout.
Yeah.
And it was
It's
what
definitely
it was.
scheduled.
Yeah, it's on.
It's definitely scheduled.
No,
And for a
don't
long
do
time,
that.
I just sit in church was like, well, I ain't never felt like this. So
I done did that.
I'm just saying.
I done did that.
But I had a big stretch where I didn't go to church at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, me coming home from prison and, I read Pastor Jay's book. Somebody sent it to me when I was in there. I kind of gravitated to him. And I really haven't missed a Sunday since I've been home. So
What book he has? I haven't read his book.
It was one him and Tasha wrote. His wife wrote together.
The Answer.
Yeah, I believe so. That's what it
The
was.
Answer?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check out The Answer.
He seemed human to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He seemed like a guy.
Yeah.
And that's why I like it. Maybe I didn't understand it back then.
Right.
That maybe my pastor, I think Reverend Davis was the pastor at Galilee back then. I think we went to a couple other churches. But Galilee, my most memorable because I think I went there the longest.
Yeah.
But
I think church has progressed, though.
Definitely.
The word has progressed to be a lot.
And I didn't go looking like this. I ain't had to put on a.
For sure.
Yeah,
I grew up, man, wearing suits, right?
Right.
And even when I started doing comedy, I was wearing suits on stage because that's what I was seeing. Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, everybody was wearing a suit. And then finally, bro, I finally just started dressing like regular.
Right.
Start just being comfortable.
Being comfortable. And don't get me wrong, I was comfortable in a suit because I just, growing up, man, that was my best fit.
Right.
Because my mama and my daddy, they didn't buy all the name brand stuff that was in. So when I wanted to be fly, I had to put on my church clothes and go to school. So, but man, once I don't know, maybe around, I started doing comedy 2002, maybe about 2007, 8. Yeah, now I'm going jeans, church jackets,
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what, kind of did for me. Like I said, going to Higher D was like, okay, I can go to church and I can.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I'll be out long Saturday night, but I make sure I get up at 8:30 and go do my due.
No doubt.
I had like 10 or 12 years that I don't think I missed church. I don't know what happened to me. I just got lost. But I got one of my guys that was on the show before I go into that part. I don't know if you've seen it. You get a chance, go back, and it's all Confessions of a Sex Addict. He was on the show. He didn't grow up in church, so by the time he got to church and he found the word of God, his pastor told him to go home and confess to his wife everything that he's ever done.
Wow.
So I think the pastor wanted his wife personally.
You don't agree with that?
So he was going to counsel.
I agree with that.
You agree with that? He should have did that.
If he felt like he needed to clean his, if that's what put on his heart to do.
Well,
If he felt like, but he said the pastor said.
But so the man felt like he had to go do it.
Do you think it ever get on your heart?
Because sometimes people, they just every time whatever the pastor say go. Sometime.
Okay.
And I don't think, I don't think that's right.
So let me tell you. So let me tell you now.
I don't. Because he or she, they are, human. I mean, they people too.
Right.
And so, I don't get that. Now, don't get me wrong. Like you say, if the dude felt like that was something,
right, that's what I said.
Then go. But
he didn't feel that way.
He said the pastor told him.
He said the pastor told him, but he did feel that way because he went and did it.
No, he probably just did what the pastor said.
He said the pastor sent him to the counselor. The counselor told him that. The pastor told him that's exactly what you need to do. If you don't come back. So I don't know how this man extorted me. Anyway, he went home and told his wife.
Wait, hold on, Cole. And you ain't even confessed on breaking the glass. How you talking about what this man need to do? Because
I wasn't under pressure. Ain't nobody tell me don't come back if I told him about this daggone glass I broke.
35 years holding this in.
Holding this in. Talking about what he need to do.
Just in the grave, baby, I'll send you some flowers.
Really, Drake?
Yeah, really.
Go ahead.
So anyway, the man went home and told his wife, yeah, I've been sleeping with your best friend, your cousin, one of your other friends. Now the best friend lived 2 houses down. I first got wind of the whole situation. I'm on my patio. We lived on the lake right at the time, right? So I'm on my patio and I see him coming out the back, and I'm just sitting back there enjoying the view. And I'm like, where he going? I could see he creeping because he's looking back.
Yeah.
He didn't even see me. So he walks right past my gate. And I stand up. What are you doing? He goes in the next gate because they live next door to me. I said, this man hitting this man's wife. Oh, man, this is horrible. But yeah, anyway, he went home and told his wife all of this. What do you think about that?
Well, since you're putting me on spot here.
Yeah.
I don't think about it. I mean, I don't really think much about it. I think at the end of the day, confession should be this way. That's why they say fess up.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
See, I'm going to steal that because you know what I'm saying?
Fess up. I just told him.
Boy,
I'm
gave
a
me a
fess
good
up.
one.
Yeah, I'm fess up.
Fess up.
And
Fess up. Fess up.
And don't get me wrong, but now
Yes.
if I think that if that's something that, man, I wanna, if you struggling not telling whatever you need to tell, then maybe that's what you need to do.
Right.
But now I'm into telling the Lord, and He gonna forgive me,
Right.
and then then I'm through.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't got to get a community. I'm gonna get community forgiveness.
Because these people, they be
But if
asking.
his heart told him to do, if he heard that his heart told him to do
I'm
that.
with you. I'm 100
he
with
did
you
the
on
right
that.
thing. That's what he wanted to do.
I can't wait till your heart tells you to confess. To me.
Maybe my heart,
I know it'll be 35 years later
but
from
my
now.
heart gonna tell me to fess up.
Your heart just told you to fess up about.
Yeah.
You just fessed lateral about breaking this woman's window when you was 7.
Because there wasn't no pressure. It was pressure back then. That church said, hey, did anybody? No, we didn't.
Because a lot of times, man, I just be looking at stuff. I remember I was this when I think when the Super Bowl came to Houston and they had all the clubs downtown.
04, in the first one?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah,
Woo!
when they had all the clubs.
Boy,
I think live. I was performing at live maybe, and some other stuff they had down there. The Office, I want to say, maybe down there. So anyway,
Oh, yeah. Good old days.
yeah, I'm down there, and we just kicking it, and I see one of my guys. We ain't close partners, but I know him. We cool, and I see his lady all hugged up with a dude.
Dirty.
And I know this guy really liked this chick. So I was like, I'm kind of faced with a dilemma. Like, do I go and tell the dude, which I didn't feel good about going and tell him. So I didn't. So what I did, I went to the girl and I told her, I said, not that night, later. I said, look, man, ran to you downtown, saw you, thought you was very tacky, very disrespectful. You all out in the open. My guy really dig you. And you women always talking about you ain't got no good dude. Well, you got one. And this how you out here. And I was like, man, if you don't want him, you need to just tell him.
Right.
Blah, blah. And I live alone. I didn't tell him. They still married today.
That was noble of you.
Well, I think you just.
And I'm just saying, no, because they don't know who this is.
Well,
But
I'm pretty sure they do.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Okay.
No, they don't. But my point is, I think had I went to her or to confess that I could have messed up some that end up they still being together,
Right.
as a day. And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's kind of different though
thing. I
because.
think that was a good.
But that's still kind of different though because it wasn't his story. It was his story to tell about something else. It was dude's story. He actually went through the story, so he felt like it was time to get it off. Because clearly he was bothered by it because he sought help.
I learned that at an early age. I learned that when I was 16, I think it was. Yeah.
You just gonna take it to the grave?
No.
Okay.
I didn't take this. No, this is something I actually.
I'm taking it to the grave.
I almost took
told
this
one
to
of
the
my
grave though,
guys-
but
I told one of my guys, "Hey man, your girl messing with the homie."
Yeah.
And he was like, "How you know?" I'm like, we was all in the room together. It was all 4 of us. And just because it was you, I think we could have got a swap in, but I didn't.
Boy, that's cold. Do I even want to hear that though?
No, listen.
Do I want to hear that?
I gotta ask myself.
That's how you said it?
I was 16.
It was 4 of us.
It was 4 of us.
I could have got a swap up, but you're my boy though, so I was like, nah, I ain't do it.
Hey, but I was watching what was happening, and I was like, "Whoa,
This man
I'm
terrible.
16." So, but I'm 16. You got to realize I'm 16. You got to
you're
go through
terrible.
You're 16 and terrible, but go ahead.
Yeah, say
Okay,
terrible.
I make
With
sense.
us,
I don't
terrible.
think that was. I didn't know better.
You don't think that was
I
terrible?
probably wouldn't do that now. Today, I'd leave it on. But anyway, I told the homie, and she told him I was lying. He believed, and I'm like, I was in the room. I was watching you. You got a mole on your booty. How would I know that? And he just believed her. So I learned then.
Yeah,
stay out of people's
stay out of
business.
it. You gotta stay out of
Stay out of
it.
y'all
Yeah,
business,
for
so-
sure. For sure. I'm with that.
Yeah. So how do you stay grounded in your marriage, man? For being married for 25 years, man.
Man, I think over the years, I've developed more understanding, patience, what is it? I just, we still evolving. I think marriage is something that you never say, oh, I got it now. Because I always say black love day to day. And today is a good day. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like today is a good day.
Right.
But I might get home tonight and, it done blew off the roof. And so, man, I'm just better now. I was telling folk during the pandemic, had I been married under 10 years, I probably wouldn't have made it. Me and my wife, we probably wouldn't have made it during this pandemic that we just had.
Was it that bad? The pandemic didn't seem that bad to me.
Well, it
No.
caused people to actually have to spend
time together.
To be
Yeah,
together.
but I mean,
so
that
you don't
was-
know
Man,
if
no.
you really like a person like that.
A lot of people
when
got
you
divorced
move.
during this pandemic.
Right.
A lot.
That's
right?
probably because they couldn't get to their side chicks and stuff like that. Maybe that's what that was. I mean, that's all I can see though. Because there wasn't no travel. You couldn't really move.
Listen, I'm gonna
And
say
you had
this.
to be because you couldn't say, "Hey, I'm at the office," or "Hey, I'm at the."
You
Yeah,
was,
you know what I'm saying, right?
You was
So
there.
I think that had more to do with it than people actually just because they, I'm leaving.
Well, either way, what I'm saying is,
I do.
just
I'm just because I'm coming clean. I'm having the money.
but
Go ahead, man. So
but and my thing too, my grandparents, was married 72 years.
Damn.
My grandfather just passed this a couple of months ago. My grandmother's still alive. They was 92, been married 72 years. My mom and dad was married 25, right, 26 years before my dad passed. And so it's just one of them things where I done seen it, and I know it's gonna take some stick-to-itiveness. Excuse me. It's gonna take. It take time, man. It's people quit it, and I get it. I ain't trying to act like I don't get it.
okay,
Right.
so what warrants divorce then?
Well, I'm still married. I don't know what I don't know what want divorce. But I don't want to, my thing, Cole, truth be told, I don't want to get divorced. Like, I want to stay with the chick that was down with me from day one.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful
I'm just
thing.
saying, yeah. And
because I mean, like I said, when I ever decide to get married, like I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm done. It's not gonna be no. This is
Yeah.
forever. I'm stuck now. What?
yeah.
You're not going nowhere.
Yeah, I ain't
I
going.
decided
I
to do
think
it.
Dre has been talking about marriage on the show for the past few months.
Oh, yeah?
It'll
I think he
happen.
got something going on.
I don't, but it'll happen.
Dre said it'll happen.
Hey, he been celibate, man. He trying.
Because at some point, like I'm saying, a man gotta, you should. Like I think all men want that. I think all men just don't. I'm the type that just don't want to marry the wrong one.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For
And
sure.
that's, and I want to have the right situation. I know it ain't gonna be perfect, but I want.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be the dude like, man, I can't stand him. What?
Yeah. Well, I
wanna be
tell
that.
people all the time, because
And I've seen bad marriages, like you said. You named 3 good ones that you had to see examples of.
yeah.
A lot of us ain't seen that.
No
and I'm
doubt.
one of them dudes. My mama wasn't
that's
married, like so. I
powerful.
haven't
doubt.
seen that.
That's
Yeah.
powerful
So to
what
be
you
able to
just
see
said.
that, and to be able to see that, okay, that takes work.
Yeah.
To know what that's up against, and they made it year after year after year after year.
Yeah.
So he see that.
Yeah.
But for a lot of us, man, we don't get to see that them tribulations. Like, man, they still together. Man, they still together.
Yeah.
And all the, you know what I'm
For sure,
saying?
for sure.
Like sometimes you got to take some stuff, and a lot of times, me personally in relationships, I'm not trying to take shit. I don't want anybody putting me through nothing.
Right.
So I'd rather.
And that's the thing. Like,
what I mean?
me and my wife, we build it. And I think in today's time it's hard for people to build.
Yeah.
We had nothing. So we couldn't do nothing but build.
Right.
Because we had nothing.
Right.
But now you take cash, you already probably got your own bag and your own situation, and then you're gonna meet a lady with hers and whatnot. And so y'all not really building.
Right.
Y'all
Coming together.
together.
Oh, that's
and,
deep.
and I think that's a little different, because me and my wife, we got separated like in maybe year 5. We separated for about 6 months, and that's when my comedy took off. And when the comedy took off, man, only person I wanted to call was her,
That's
because she
dope.
the one I've been laying with, pillow talking,
Right,
talking about
right.
man, this thing I'm telling you, we gonna hit with this. And now when it hit, she ain't there,
Right.
and I ain't want to be the dude to like, oh, you get on.
Right.
And now you finna go
Right.
get you a white girl. Yes, a
Right.
white. Nah.
Lonnie,
And so
our producer would have done it. He would have done it.
Nah, but I mean, but you understood that, okay, like, this shit take work.
It take work,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
It take
For-
work.
for
I'm
somebody that's never seen that work, bro. It's just
It take work.
Patience, like, and I got to get more patience in my. Like I said, I've had some great women in my life.
For sure.
I got to get more patience within my relationship, and I think that's been my downfall with me being in and out of relationships.
For sure.
I got to get more patience.
I had to get it too.
I'm happy to hear you say that, Dre. That's all right.
I mean,
No, I'm serious, man. I know the reason. I mean, like,
you're gonna do it for so long.
no, like I'm huge on marriage, man, because even in my terrible times, right?
See, I don't want that kind of marriage though.
I know, but see, like,
But it come with it though, Dre.
But not the shit he was doing.
Oh,
He was
well,
outright- he
yeah,
was terrible.
yeah. Okay, I don't know that part.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
and you know the sad part, man. I had a good wife. I was just a bad husband. It was nothing that she did so wrong. It was just the fact that sometimes you can look up to people and you see what they're doing and you can follow in the wrong footsteps. And I think that's what happened to me.
No doubt.
Because I saw a great marriage with my parents. I mean, obviously they had their own struggles like everybody else does. But I had different role models. And so my role models, you know, I saw these young street dudes getting all the money. And then the ones that was a little older than me that was getting the money, they made me feel like as long as you got some money, take you home. You can have as many
Do what
women
you
as
wanna
you
do.
want.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
And that's what I mean, because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the
The thought
example that we
process
have.
I had at the
That
time.
definitely was the thing.
Take care
no
home.
doubt.
All you heard.
Yeah, take care home.
Take care
you know what
home.
I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I think it was even acceptable. So
Mhm.
that was the
It
hard
was.
part. See, I got somebody that ain't accepting that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a problem.
That's
now.
a problem now.
It's a real problem.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
it's cool because you know my communication skills are much better
Yeah.
at this point where we're at right now.
I got you.
So you know, that's just one of those things that, you know, I think as you live, you learn.
Yeah.
And I can look back and see some of those experiences. But one of the things that happened for me personally is, you know, I went to the fast for 8 years. That changed a lot. Because I tell people all the time, you really don't know the people around you until you go through some adversity. You
That's
know,
true.
they say in prosperity, our friends know us. You know, in adversity,
No
we
doubt.
know our friends.
We know our friends. Yeah.
So if you don't really go through some real adversity, you end up not knowing who's really for you, who's gonna really ride for you.
Yeah.
So the one I got right now, she crazy.
Yeah.
And I've given
That's
her.
what he lead with. Boy, man, Cole.
No, she's crazy. I love her though. You know what I mean?
Say that what he mean with?
It's a situation where I can never doubt her love. You know what I mean? Because
Sure.
she came to me at my lowest point.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when I went from millions, tens of millions to nothing.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's one of the songs I love. It's just a little quote in there. Say I've been Lionel Richie when he said I've been up real high where I thought I didn't need anybody.
Ain't anybody.
And then again, I've been down real low where there was no one in my life that needed me.
Yeah.
Oh, but then you came into my life. You made my jagged edges smooth.
Come on, I'm gonna play the church music.
Hey,
Come on,
girl, look
man.
here.
I'm gonna
You made my direction so clear in you.
Yeah.
Oh, woman, you became my purpose,
My
my
purpose.
reason for living, baby.
My purpose.
You see, you're my heart, you're my soul, you're my joy, my stone inspiration, baby. So, see, Dre, when you get something like that, man, you can kind of straighten up a little bit.
Travis, I disagree. I think he's just scared. That's just how I feel, Travis.
Okay.
I think he's
Yeah,
just scared.
I am a little scared.
Yeah.
You know, because I got somebody that is kind of like the girl I ran from in church that'll slap shit at you.
Yeah.
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 So-
And we might get slapped too for being up here talking about it too long, so we're going to change the subject a little
Change it out.
because we might get hit too.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna go. As a matter of fact, let's get into this tour, man. You got like about a 30? What do you got? 32, 33 city tour you doing?
50.
Ooh,
50.
don't
50.
short my boy.
Hey
50.
man.
Wrong with
Oh,
you?
man. Okay, you got all your booking fees done and everything.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Okay,
He
we
said
need to
you
book
heard him
some
say
shows.
that church money good.
And we can figure out how to get some of this money with it, man.
He say that church money good, man.
Tell us about this.
So the tour is called Grown, Great, Forgiven.
Okay.
And it was basically birthed during the pandemic, man. I learned a lot about myself during this pandemic because like I said, I'm a traveling comic. But when the country had shut down, you know, all my money kind of shut down.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't on social media. Like I got a page, but I'm saying I wasn't active
Right.
on it. So during the pandemic, I got to see other comics who really not, I ain't trying to hate, but really they're not good, but they thriving on this social media.
Right.
You know, because they're consistent,
Mm-hmm.
they're engaging, and they just know how to do it. You know, there's some people who post better than they live. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like they really know
It's
how to
hard
do it.
'cause I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my thing. I talk about how social media came when I was grown. You know, that's Kent's grown grave, forgive me. But it came after I was already in my sweet spot. Like I was good with life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this pandemic kind of shook things up. And so I'm just telling the story on stage.
Okay.
And it's been going good, man. And plus I'm trying to get some of this money the devil stole from me during the pandemic because all my dates got canceled.
Right.
Yeah, my 2020, everything got canceled. You know, and for you to look at your calendar and you see all these dates, and then now people calling you talking about, we got to postpone. We got to cancel. Some of them even call you, we need to get that deposit back. The devil is a lie.
Yeah, right.
I ain't getting no deposit back. That money's spent.
Gone.
That's gone when you gave it to me. And so, you know, man, and so I'm just kind of talking about all that.
You ain't get the people they
Man.
We had a contract. I ain't tell you to call it off. I would have came. You want me to come tomorrow? I'll come.
I come because I tell them out. You tell my wife, if I get COVID, I'm still going to do the date. Ain't no such. No, I'm self-employed. I can't even get sick. I didn't even get COVID.
Right, me neither.
Yeah, I didn't get it because wanna know why? Because I can't get it. I got to go get it. And so,
ooh, that's deep.
And
bro.
so you know,
that was deep what you just said. But continue.
Yeah, and so so the whole thing, man. I done been sued. I got sued over the pandemic. Got sued.
What they sue you for?
Because you get that deposit back.
No, that ain't it. Watch this here. So now during the pandemic, everybody getting this PPP money, and they trying to do all these shows virtually. They trying to have all these different things. Mm-hmm. So now I'm doing stuff that I would have never done if we went in the pandemic. I'm doing birthday parties. I'm talking about for just anybody, just Stanley. Okay, I do birthday parties for Yolanda Adams and name, but I'm just doing birthday parties for whoever because I got to pay these bills. The bills ain't on pandemic, and so I'm doing this lady retirement party.
I just got what you said. Hold on, he said the bills ain't on pandemic.
No, they didn't. They didn't stop.
Go ahead.
They didn't stop.
You doing the lady party,
and so I'm doing a lady retirement / birthday party. This true story. This not even joke. I think I did the show, a virtual show, 30-minute virtual show, $2,500, right? And I'm doing the show. You all right?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. I'm doing a virtual show. I do 27 minutes.
Okay.
I said, hey, y'all, this is my last one. I'm telling my Joe, boom, boom, I'm gone. You hear all the stuff. Hey, great. Oh, he was amazing. Good show. Oh, he's so funny. About 3 days later, lady hit me back. Hey, it's been brought to my attention. You didn't do the whole 30. I said, okay. She said, yeah. So I've prorated the money you owe. You need to send back to me.
So 3 minutes.
No, but she put down, I only did like 21 minutes. So she had put down like somehow I need to send her back $700 and something. So I told the lady, I called, I said, hey, ma'am, I don't know, what you're trying to do here, but I'm not sending no money back. I say, I did the show. If time was a problem, you should have said right then, hey, man, you blah, blah, blah. I say, all this is new to us. Like I'm in front of a computer telling jokes. I can't even hear laughter. I'm just in seeing people's shoulders, do this. All this is new. How'd you trying to do me? So anyway, man, went to court, everything. Sued me, I got served. Laws came, served me the papers, everything. I ain't never been in trouble. Now I got street cred. But I was.
They definitely can't knock on that door too.
Yeah, the man can't gave it to me. Marcus Wiley. Boom. And so but the court ruled in my favor though. Oh yeah. And now another lady is getting ready to sue me because she booked me for November 26th. Booked the date. Then she called back. Oh, I can't do that date. I said, well, you could try to pick another date. I'll do it. She said, okay. She called back later. Yeah, I can't find another date, so just send the money back. I said, oh, no, it don't work like that. I said, you've already booked that's the date. That's your date. You know what I'm saying?
See, this nigga ain't sending no money back.
No, I'm sending no money back because now watch this. That date, November 26th, is still open.
You can make some more money.
I could have. Now I'm trying to, but I'm saying. But before she booked it, or when she booked it, people was calling for that date.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm booked. Now how am I gonna turn them down and finna get her money back?
I understand. I wouldn't did either.
That's
I know.
business though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the business.
But she's like, well, I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do. I said, ma'am, do it. do whatever you need to do. Right. You know, so.
Because the fact that you even gave it the opportunity to pick another
date. Because I told it, I said, ma'am, I don't even have to do that because in my contract, only if it's like an act of God, hurricane. Y'all know the stuff. Yeah. And so, yeah. But you just canceling a date and talking about giving my money back. Come on, man. I'm in church.
I got one, because you in church, I got one of these producer questions.
Come on.
My producer said he wanted me to ask you, should you tithe if you in debt?
Yeah, that's a big way to get out. But yeah, I mean, for me, man, tithing, I'm a preacher's kid, so y'all, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should get 10%.
Tithes raise you. Go ahead.
Tithes raise you.
If you believe that 100% is his, you deserve 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the 10, and
even if it's staying, you got.
Yeah, but it don't even really sting like that. I just think people sometimes have a problem.
Yeah.
Just doing it, but man, you trick out 10% of that check on everything else.
Absolutely.
I mean, whether it's Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, women, men, clothes, So, I can't afford not to tithe, that's how I look at it.
I can dig it. Right. I still tithe even though I ain't been going to church. So
that's great.
I do that
Proud
part.
of you, Cole.
I do that part. You know what? I'll tell you something that really, God, I shouldn't say this. I'm going to say it though. But
here we go.
Yeah.
No, it's bad, but it ain't bad.
He can't say
it.
No, so
because every time he said it, I always say it.
Yeah.
So let's hear it.
So,
come on with it.
So let's hear it.
So one of the things that got me, man, like literally, kind of put a rift between me and church and me and God, right? And I realized it today. I was younger then, is when you start to tithe really heavy. The preacher get to know you, and you get to know the preacher.
No doubt.
So it was kind of like
a platinum member.
Like, damn, you doing the same shit I'm doing.
Right. Well, I think what it is, when you become like a big giver, because church people don't like to hear this, but it is a business now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they still got stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think once the churches or whatever identify you as a good giver, that's kind of what they call them, a good giver.
Good giver.
Yeah. Then of course they gonna.
You gotta look at it like this: when you go to them favorite restaurant, your favorite strip club, and everybody know you big tipping.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They know your name. Hey Cole, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You all right? Same difference.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't think they mean any malice or trying to be sneaky. It just is what it is. Like if I'm a pastor. And you dropped.
I dropped about 140 in 1 year.
140,000. Yeah. I'm just saying, and you drop some money, and I'm gonna go. Oh, I need to. Hey, man, what's up? I mean, it ain't that I'm trying to get more out of you or just whatever, but I do want to
appreciate you.
Like I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
I don't think. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
But hold on, he said something earlier. He mentioned Yolanda Adams, and we didn't get to that, man. So I was hosting a radio show with Yolanda Adams because she is like.
She is it.
She's it.
I mean, she is. And she's still gorgeous. Oh my God.
Every morning.
Yeah.
Oh my. She married, but she is gorgeous.
Yeah. She. Man, hooking up with Yolanda.
How did that happen? I'm sorry. How did we gonna get to that?
How it happened was, Yolanda was being honored downtown for at something. Somebody was honoring her, and I was hosting the show, and I'm performing that night, and man, it don't seem like nobody laughing but Yolanda. I'm talking about. It was one of them pulled up events. Everybody in their gowns and tux and suits, and they laughing like, but she over there, she just laughing. So after the show, she was like, "Young man, you was really funny." I said, "I appreciate it," and that was it. That first time meeting her, that was it. A couple of months later, Yolanda Adams Morning Show was coming to Houston, on the radio, and they supposed to have another comedian on there, but the contract didn't work out for him. I like to say God blocked it. And so Yolanda, they were trying to give her these other comics. And she was like, man, I saw this dude who was really, really fun. I think we should try that. And she was like, what's his name? She's like, I can't remember. He was from Houston. So Funky Larry was her co-host at the time. And he was like, Marcus Wiley. She's like, that's it, Marcus Wiley. So they called me that morning. Like, they called me like 5 in the morning. I'm like, Mark, this Larry. She's like, this Yolanda. I was like, Yolanda who? She's like, Yolanda Adams. I was like, saying something.
You ain't did nothing wrong.
I don't believe in no Yolanda. So anyway, she's like, you want to come up here and audition? And I came up. I did 3 Fridays. And the 3rd Friday, she was like, you got the job. And so, man, and that's what really, I was already working, but that's what bumped me.
That's pressure.
You know.
That's pressure.
Yeah, that's what bumped me.
So right.
And so, yeah, love her. She taught me the game, taught me how to value myself, taught me, you know, about knowing your worth, you know, all of those type of stuff. One of the greatest stories I could ever tell you about Yolanda. A pastor called me from, I think he's from either Mississippi, Alabama, Mobile, called me and said, hey, I want to get you for New Year's Eve. He said, I got $35,000 for Yolanda. Track songs, sing 5 track songs. I got $35,000 for her. I'm gonna give you 12. And it was another gospel artist named Ernest Pugh. He said, I'm gonna give him 15. If you told me if I can hook it up. I called Yolanda. I said, Yolanda, this pastor want to do 30. I said, you booked? She was like, nah. I said, you want to do 35,000. Yolanda was like, oh no, I'm not leaving my house for no 35,000. Oh no.
Work, Yolanda.
On no New Year's Eve.
Work, Miss
I
Adams.
said, but are you booked? You know,
Right.
Are you booked though? She was like, I said, Yolanda, it's 35,000 track day. She was like, nah, Marcus, New Year's Eve, they people with their family. I got to leave my family, leave my house, go work. Now, I'm not going on New Year's Eve no less than 75,000. I said, Yolanda, but the man gonna give me 12.
I'm laughing because I'm looking. That's what Lonnie would have said,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
I said, the man gonna give me 12. Yolanda say, man, I'll give you that 12. But I'm not going. Now, she said that, and I'm thinking, she just said. When I get to work Monday, gave me that 12. I said, oh, and I still went and got booked somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a blessing, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Oh, that's beautiful,
Yeah,
man.
she's
Shout
good.
out to Yolanda Adams.
She
Shout out
good
to
people,
Yolanda.
man. Great people.
Sound like it. But I don't blame it. I'm not getting out of my bed. I don't blame it.
You wasn't getting out of drink?
I mean, not if I can go get 75.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense. I get, but that's what I'm saying about the worth and the value. She was
Absolutely.
just showing me how to stand. You know, no shade to the church. You know, that's what they had.
Right.
Got it. But that ain't what I'm leaving my family
Right.
and everything for on this particular night.
Right, facts.
Yeah.
How did you? I'm really curious. How did you? Was this a dream of yours as a kid to be a comic, or
Not at all.
just how did
start?
that transition take place?
Man, after I was working at BET, producing Hits from the Streets, I was noticing I'd be writing stuff for him. He'd be on interviews, and I might whisper in his ear, hey, say, he'll say it, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, he's so funny. And you sit in the back like, oh, really, I'm funny. You just like, yeah, I'm kind of funny. But he was good, though. I mean, he do his thing.
Right.
But then I get back here, I met Higher D, and there was a guy there at the time named Ramon Harper. He worked on staff at Higher D, and he told me, man, you might want to try to do stand-up. And I was like, no, I can't be cussing in front of people. You know, I know how to cuss privately, but I can't be cussing publicly.
Right.
And he's like, well, don't do it. And I was like, I ain't know nobody, no comics at the time that I liked that was doing it without cussing. And so he showed me some people. Then he set me up a show in Killeen. And he was like, I'm going to set you up this show. If it go well, we continue. If it don't go well, and you bomb, nobody know. Nobody in Killeen. So I went to Killeen, did the show, went good. First time on stage. I just was telling stories from college. And
You did it at a club?
it was at a Chinese restaurant, but they had
goodness.
this thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it was crazy. But they had a good crowd in there.
Right.
And after that, shoot, man, came back to Houston, did it, and it's been rolling ever since.
Really?
Ever since. Yeah.
That's all right.
That's
Been
dope.
rolling. Yeah.
That's dope. You just jumped on faith and just went out there and did
Went
it.
out there and did it. Yes,
That's
sir.
dope. That's super dope.
What's been the biggest learning curve in that?
Biggest learning curve, I think, for me doing the comedy is, I would say, because now I think I'm better now.
Right.
Early, I was just raw. I had a lot of energy. But now I'm older. You know, I'm 50. And so I feel seasoned. And so now, you know, I don't know if I'm answering the question right, but it's like I know now this is me. I know what worked.
Okay.
I know myself.
You're a veteran now.
Yeah, I'm a vet. I know myself, so I ain't got to be on stage lying and making up jokes. You know, I just punch up jokes.
Comedians do that?
Yeah, I mean, you got some, but you got some very creative cats who can make up funny stuff.
Right.
I really don't do that. I just talk about my life and then I punch it up with jokes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you write your own stuff, Eric? You know writers, none of that?
No, I got no writers.
Just you.
I write all my stuff, but I've written for people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was I'm trying to that was T Gross. We had T Gross on the show.
Oh yeah,
right?
Terry.
And Gross said that you know, one of his learning curves was understanding this was a real business. He thought him and Rashawn McDonald was cool.
Oh yeah.
Until Rashawn told him, "You can't come back here no more, son."
Oh yeah. Oh no. No. Yeah.
He was late.
Oh yeah, that club heartless. Oh, it's heartless.
So I got a question. So what do you think the difference now between like some of the social media comedians, how they get on social media with the skits and all that stuff, versus the people that do traditional stand-up? You think it's a big gap? Like, because I be seeing some comedians don't really agree with what's going on with social media comics.
Oh, it's a big gap. I think when the social media comics kind of took off, us older or us classic seasoned comedians, we were hating because they was making all this money.
Yeah.
We didn't understand it. You know, they was making all this money. We was like, but they not even funny on stage.
Right.
But this ain't on stage.
Right.
This is on social media. This was a whole new platform. And I think comics was kind of mad that they were called comedians when they really wasn't doing it like we were doing it. But they are comedians. It's just they own social media and they got their own audience. So the difference is they get an opportunity to get better in front of people while getting paid. But when we was coming up, wasn't getting paid.
Didn't work like that.
It didn't work like that. You know, you're on that stage and it was just different ways. So yeah, but man, I wish I could do what them cats do on that social media.
Right.
I promise you I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I really enjoyed this, man. But before we wrap up, because I see we can freestyle and go on and on and on because I'm enjoying it.
Because he's one of the guys. Like, you know
he's one of the guys, right? So, two things. You know, how can people, follow you, and how can they get tickets to these concerts, these dates? Where can they find these dates?
Tour coming to Houston. Where you at in Houston?
Yeah. So December the 9th is gonna be in Houston at New Faith Church in Hiram Clark.
Okay.
December the 9th.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the big Houston show. I have a website. I'm still old school. MarcusDWiley.com. All right. MarcusDWiley.com.
You might end up being a preacher.
I ain't no preacher. I ain't no preacher.
MarcusDWiley.com.
MarcusDWiley.com. But also I'm on, it's Marcus D. Wiley on Instagram and Twitter, and I think my Facebook is I am Marcus D. Wiley. I don't know.
So you're not active on any social media?
I'm not active the way I probably need to be and should be.
And why is that? Why is it just not a thing for you?
It's not a thing to me because I just, man, Dre, I don't care nothing about this phone,
it's a check
man.
there, though.
It is,
check,
but
it's a bag there now.
But and I know, so I'm not hating it. I'm just saying I'm not consistent. It's hard to be consistent with something you don't want.
Right. Yeah. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's just it's hard. I tried it.
Right.
I want this, but we're not consistent. You know what I mean? Like we're consistently doing shows, but we haven't been consistent to map out the plan to grow the podcast.
Right. Gotcha.
Because it's more like we just having fun, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I see an opportunity. So do you see the opportunity there?
Not yet. Like I haven't found what I would like to do on social media. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because when I was doing it, I was just doing it, and I felt like I was
wasting your time.
I'm wasting my time, or I'm trying too hard, or I'm trying to act like somebody else. Like I ain't found what Marcus D. Wiley can bring to Instagram. I'm in my lane, in my vein, but still doing my thing.
Right. Work.
Yeah, because you got a couple dudes like my boy Jeff Shelley. I see.
Man, Jeff be doing his thing.
Yeah, we gotta get Jeff on, man.
I talked to Jeff.
Yeah, we gotta get Jeff on.
But
I talked to Jeff.
Jeff got these barbershop skits, man.
The barbershop, the little legs.
Yeah,
man, I watch it.
It's certain things that I think they've developed characters, and people follow those characters.
People follow those characters, no doubt.
Like my boy out of Dallas, y'all trash. I can't think of his name right now.
Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub.
Yeah,
he found
and he done took that to a whole nother level.
Yes, he has.
The boy Big
Lakers
Jai
trash.
Yeah.
Big Jai is hilarious.
Yeah. So you tell me who that is. I'm not even on him
you
yet.
know, to the man.
And it's so many. That's what I'm saying.
That's right. It's so many.
It's so many. You know, you can just have your own audience. Like I get introduced to different cats all the time. You be like, dang, this dude, 2-3 million followers.
Yeah.
Never heard of him, but he doing this thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
like I said, I think you got to find. I think they found their niche of what they do, their characters that they play, and I think it works. Like you said, you probably got to find. You know,
gotta find my niche. Like my niche on stage.
Yeah.
On stage, I do my thing.
Our niche is here right now, and I'm getting bullied by my producers.
Okay, yeah.
They telling me to wrap up. You know what they doing?
Wrap it up.
Yeah, they bullying me behind the camera. Y'all can't see it, man. I told y'all I'm the bully. I'm the bully of the bullies. But I'm gonna let y'all win today, man. So thank you for coming, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man. I appreciate y'all, boys. Thank you.
Man, keep up the good work, man. Support.
Keep putting on
Make sure
FaceTime,
y'all hit him up, man. And we're gonna Drake, please. Don't let me forget to make sure we make that. Lonnie, you know what? I'm not gonna ask you, Lonnie. Let's make sure we make this December the 9th show.
Yeah, I'm gonna get y'all an invite. Y'all come in and sit with the VIPs.
Do I gotta wear my Steve Harvey suit or I can come like this?
Nah, you can come just like, because I'm gonna have on something just like that.
My boy. I'm in there. I'm coming.
Great interview, man. We appreciate you coming through, man. With all that being said, make sure y'all check out the homie on this tour. Check out the website. Hit him up on Twitter. Hit him up on Instagram, Facebook. Find out where he at. Make sure you get to the show. I promise you're going to enjoy it. We've enjoyed the interview. So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, all of that stuff that I don't say and I be forgetting. Do all of that, man. And with all that being said, thank y'all for tuning in to the Cole and Dre Show. I'm Cole.
And this is Dre. We out.
Peace. Hey, y'all niggas over, they texting me and shit, man.
Hey, relentless, hey, relentless, hey, 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 hey. Hey, Cole, boss straight, 2 mother, watch them out. No cap, all facts like what you talking about. Boy, listen and pay attention to what we talking about. We can show you how to make 100,000 in the drop.